I'm Kelli Saunders. Outside of being a member of the Michigan Women's Commission, I just recently started a new position at the Small Business Association of Michigan. I am an executive advisor and the director of office administration. Well, visible, authentic leadership to me really means being your true self. And I think that really means kind of rejecting what people expect you to be or can be in certain spaces, different forms of yourself. And so I think visible, authentic leadership is a process. It's a growth opportunity to kind of assess who you are as a person and bringing just your true self to the table every time, whether that's using your guiding principles, every meeting or space that you're in, and really being open to develop those along the way. The beautiful thing about our leadership spaces is that we're not all expected to be the same. And so showing up and being who you are and bringing a different viewpoint to the table is really refreshing for people, because we often run into just clones of different types of leadership styles. And so being visibly authentic in your leadership is being true to yourself. My entire career has been in politics and government, which requires a strong stomach sometimes. But I found that space to be also a really great opportunity for me to decide and develop the kind of professional I wanted to be. So one of my mentors once said to me, the world is run by those who show up. And I think that is so important. I didn't even realize back even in high school and college that every opportunity that I was given to be in a room or go to something that were in regards to policy or politics, I went. And so it afforded me the opportunity to be in rooms where decisions were being made, to observe the people around me, to see how people interacted with each other, how to be diplomatic, how to not be diplomatic in some circumstances. And so I would just say the world is run by those who show up. And if you can find avenues to be mentored by people who might be in the space you want to be in right now, ask. And when you ask, you'll find that usually the answer is yes. And so that is really just a good piece of advice that I would share with people, because it's empowering as a young person to be able to enter a room and really start to be a part of those conversations on the front end. So I'm currently the chair of the Unlocking Opportunities Subcommittee on the Women's Commission, which focuses on removing barriers to work for women. We didn't understand how important that piece of policy was going to be until we entered into the pandemic. And so one of the main items that we focused on after doing a listening tour and a survey of women around Michigan was access to affordable childcare. We saw that exacerbated, obviously, during the pandemic, and we were one of the voices in a large group of advocacy to help get $1.4 billion ushered across the finish line from the federal government and then allocated by the state government and the governor's sign off to be able to take recommendations that we made from listening to women all around Michigan to allow families to now assess what is best for them and their women and their families to move forward and come out of this pandemic stronger. You know, we have seen in so many statistics that women dropped out of the workforce higher than any other demographic during the pandemic, which is disheartening. We've made such a long trudge to say to women, you can have it all. And it kind of came to the point where it's like, you can't have it all. I think that we are on the road to recovery when it comes to that, by even just offering this small childcare piece to give women the opportunity to choose where they want their kids to be and what that looks like moving forward. And so we are happy to play a piece of that puzzle and getting back on the road to recovery. But we can't take our foot off the gas, and we won't within the subcommittee, but also within the Women's Commission, in making sure women have access to that affordable childcare for their families.